Baluda TV. Welcome to Baluda TV. As usual, my name is Zimran Clotte, and today we'll be looking at the industry through the eyes of a veteran. My guest today is a multi-professional. Notably, he's a reverend minister, he's an actor, he's a producer, he's a director. I mean, many other things I can say. He's also a fictional station master, of the Dabraka Taxi Drivers Union. Well, viewers, my guest today is Reverend Henry Harden. Welcome, boss.
Thank you very much, brother.
So who's really, who's Henry Harden?
Oh, the alphabetical construction of my human dignity is Henry Harden. Patenting Papa Ni Papa Fio, Usufagos, the only captain with a field marshal's belt. And that is absolute authority.
Let's do some acting today. Let's assume a character. And then let's do the interview in a different character for what we know. One of your multi-professional skills. Can we try something?
Well,
okay,
no problem.
Right. So let's try. Which one would you take?
Oh,
is it Osofo type? Osofo day, I'm sure you've been doing it all the time. Yeah, so let's try something else. So which one? Okay, why are you sure now?
Yeah. I'll be fine.
All right. Well, let's see how you sound in that character in this interview. So it's not like the usual interviews where people see you as Osofagos. So now they're seeing you as a different person altogether in this one, a different character.
Bakbo, abashe mo yensho na yi. Minta no lia keko gla chani yen. Oye akron eko. Isalo hiya doke chani e glamo. No juno no gla hun no kekwe bo kese no kese. No alo hiya do wa ye chani glamo mi. O ba tishu ya. No ba gla chani ko gla chani o tan o ke lo ba aspa. No ba yi banku kakron. Onulo.
Translation. I mean, that's not what's done in the church. So as Reverend, I'm sure you're already used to translations. So you help us out with the translation.
Oh, well, Pakpo is supposedly the son of Atankpa. So Atankpa is trying to scold Pakpo that is ought to be very serious. He's a fisherman. And as a fisherman's son, he needs to always change his trajectory of, I suppose, from his permanent place of domicile to his temporary place of domicile. He must assist with the channing glamour.
Which one is the channing?
Channing glamour. You throw the net into the sea, deep into the sea, and you have a lot of men pulling it. Normally, yes.
They sing some songs.
Yeah, folk songs. Yeah. And so Pakpo would have to do that and then go around to sell some of the fish so that when the mother prepares the favorite akron and banku, he will partake in it.
Otherwise, no food for him.
No food for him.
Wow.
Yes.
No food for a lazy man. He should not
be lazy. There's no food for a lazy man.
This reminds me of the late Salma Jetefio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, may he so rest in peace. Anyway, we've come a long way.
Oh, yeah. A very, very long way.
We've come a long way.
Yes.
We have a lot to share. Where do we start from? This one, there's not supposed to be an interview. It's supposed to be a chat. So where do we start from?
It's like jumping onto the stage, forgetting your lines, being prompted, moving along, and then doing it as it should be done.
It looks like maybe I may be forgetting my lines, so I'm trying to find another way to go around my lines yet. Anyway, so basically, let's look at the old school hustle. Can we remember any of the interesting things that we experienced way back?
Oh,
can we share any of those old stuff? That
way back, I would say that there was great togetherness.
Okay.
Friendship, love, and the care for one another. Like coming from various places to GBC to come and rehearse there, and then when we close, we all converge by the roadside. Pick a trotro along the line. Those going to what do you call it? Newtown. They were light, and then those of us going to Carnation and other places.
The Newtown people, Master
yeah.
Richard
yes,
Collins.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. And I think and I will get down.
Mufti Dabre.
Mufti
was so rest in peace, Mufti Dabre.
Charlie, men are gone.
Yeah.
Then I would also normally, go together with Gilbert.
I was also at Kaneshi at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we get to Kaneshi, I will continue
to Malam.
And it was a joy coming together 3 times in a week.
Yeah.
And when it was a Guards week, it was full of fun.
The theater season.
Full of fun.
Yeah.
We meet with ourselves, and there will be, multiple of plays being acted by different characters. And, great guys like you were in multiple plays.
Greater guys like you were there.
Where we would always be maybe one, but you could be in a multiple show throughout the week.
You are talking about mine, though.
You
don't want to talk about yours. One thing I noticed about the current generation, is it they call them what? The Gen Z, eh? It looks like Gen Z have a problem with rehearsals.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Is it cost of living? Is it transportation? Because way back, going for rehearsals 3 times a week for some of us was not even enough. And we enjoyed it. Each time we met at the rehearsal, we were so happy. It was like your dream, stepping into your dream step by step. Every rehearsal is a step closer to your goal.
Oh, you see, the problem is that we had different aspirations and things that really kept us going.
Okay.
During our time, it was like you've seen Odi Osofudazi. Super Odi. He was a man in his own class. You've seen Kujukwachi and others. You've seen Mr. Mensah.
Yeah, Mr.
And
Mensah.
because in school, for right from primary school through middle school to secondary school, and even those of us who attended Sunday school sparingly, there will be, acting here and there.
Okay.
So you felt you there was something you could do, and you were looking for the opportunities. So during that time, money was never an influencing factor. It was the desire to showcase your talent. I remember 1968, an incident occurred.
68?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we were some of us 68.
Yeah, we were supposed to, perform at GBC. And, things weren't like today. The fear of God was there. My costume was in my uncle's wardrobe. So I had to wait for him to come and, take it for me. I could see it, but I couldn't take it. And as we were waiting, that time, I remember going to school, we were given 3.5 pesos for morning and afternoon. And one of my younger guys saw 5 CDs, and he took it.
5 CDs?
5 CDs. And
The
because of that,
five CDs at
when my uncle came and he couldn't find his 5 CDs, we're not allowed to go and perform at GBC.
What was the value of 5 CDs at the time?
Hey, I'm telling you that morning and afternoon I was given 3.5 pesos. So imagine.
5 CDs was a lot.
Fanta was 10 pesos. Corned beef at that time was around 30-something pesos. Key soap was around 30-something pesos, because I knew when I grew up to 12, thereabout, key soap was 45 pesos. So you could imagine what 5 CDs could do. 10 pesos, 10 pesos, 10 times 5. So imagine if I've been taking 3.5 pesos. 3.5 pesos, 2 will be how much? Is it 5 pesos or 7 pesos?
Yeah, 7.
So 7 pesos was even less than 10 pesos. And 10 of these 10 pesos could give us 1 CD. So maybe old terms,
wow.
And I remember one soldier at our place, a severe lashing, brought that he formed Mampropi Black Star, where Adolfa Maulekwe and the rest played.
Oh, yes. You will be looking at the sports side of you also. We'll be looking at the sports side of you also.
I hated that man until some few years
because of the lashes he gave
because
you. How many did he give you?
Oh,
So sorry to ask that, but I
think
if you
he
don't
gave
mind
me
sharing.
6 plus some accompanying punishment. He was a soldier.
But no, you didn't get any extra kicks and slaps.
Oh, no. Those days you would raise up your 2 hands and your
Hands
one
up.
of your hands up, and you raise this
If this one drops.
cane, you get a cane.
Oh.
You know, so you could see that like where we were by then, it was just trying to bring something out of you. That was why you could go move from Kaneshi elsewhere to GBC 3 times,
Yeah, 3
in
times
a week.
Yes, yeah.
Theater, during the theater weeks, we met almost every day. And when there was a performance, we had to meet 4 or 5 times in a week.
Sometimes even night rehearsals. I remember
Exactly.
late.
You see,
You know.
so it's like they are not used to that, because stage is gradually dying off. Uncle Bo and a few people
And
that
they're trying
put
to
up,
keep it up.
keep it
Yeah.
up. But
I'm sure it will grow.
Oh, it will grow. It will
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah.
There is, as people always say, great light at the end of the tunnel.
Daniel.
Theater will resurrect again.
Sure.
You know,
So some of us used to enjoy that so much. So I mean, thinking of its resurrection, it's like
oh, it will. It will.
reliving living the good old days.
We will be going to schools to go and perform.
Yes.
I remember once we went to we went to Winneba Secondary School, and it was very interesting. We went to Benkum, we were performing Sons and Daughters, and it was one of their literature books. And the way they saw us rattling, you know, James and Aguirre and George and the rest, you know, at least I remember one of the lines, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you know, the whole story was like a man who enjoyed theater but didn't want his children to enter into theater.
Okay.
So the wife told him that, but you enjoy it. You go and watch those little girls a while.
Watch the little girls
Performing and singing and dancing. He said, what? If I go and watch theater, does that mean that my daughter should be like one of those illiterate girls?
Oh.
That was one of James's lies. And the wife said, James,
You almost got me carried away. I forgot you were actually presenting live. Maybe it was in the voice of Osophagus. Maybe the voice had changed.
Yeah. What? I'm your wife, and I'm an illiterate. You know. So those were the days that we will put before this. A lot of the books that they were using,
literature books,
literature books, and the joy was so strong. Mind you, things would have to start from the innate version to the commercial version. Things have changed. I mean, we had amateur football. Now footballers, some are worth £4 million, dollars, and the rest. You know, so that's why I always say that we'll get back, because we have not relented in our efforts to bring back theater to where it should be.
Can I ask a question?
With all pleasure.
Averagely, you just mentioned prices of, footballers. Averagely, how much is the price of, or the value of an average professional, like a professional actor? The average value.
Average value now
of a professional actor, Ghanaian actor.
Charlie, ebe din say obenya 30,000 Ghana. Ebe din. Oh, ebe din. You know, right now I believe that in advertisement people are getting much higher than in acting.
Yeah. The commercials are really TVCs.
Commercials are really they're pushing a lot of people up there. But I'm saying,
but if we averagely, okay, like, it's an estimate. You're looking at it from, because if it's something to go by, then I think we have a long way to go.
No, but you see, we are talking about players with international exposure. When
we have actors with international exposure.
Yeah. Over there, someone might be taking maybe $50,000, and depending on the kind of person and the kind of country that you find yourself, you know, what do you call it? Laying down your skill, you know. So it's
so Nigeria pays more.
Oh, they pay more because they pay more. It's just like realistically, if you are in a school of 1,500 people, you could sell pure water, which might maybe give you 1 cedi or less per sachet and make money. They are population-wise, they are more than we are.
Okay.
They are more than we are. So there is greater incentive in Nigeria to act
Than in Ghana.
There is greater incentive in Nigeria to act than in Ghana. In Ghana, only few, maybe very few people are, living only on the
acting. So
So
if you were to actually look at the collective goal of the Ghanaian actor, how would you describe that, and how do you can you say that we're actually getting towards that goal?
Oh, we are getting there.
Collectively. Goal
Once
of an actor,
we don't
Ghanaian
relent
actor.
in our efforts to get there, we'll get there. Because you've not ruled yourself out of acting. I've not ruled myself. A lot of people still are into acting. Only that maybe it's been very sparing in a way. But I believe that one day there could be, of course, you must know that there must be very huge investments to bring the dividends that we are all looking for. Maybe we've not been able to get people that are ready to do that because they don't think maybe they could make it. But gradually we'll get there, because desire alone, the love for the arts alone is not enough.
The business side is very important.
The business side is very, 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 very necessary. And when you look at the emphasis that maybe the president laid on the Black Stars.
Which of the presidents? The current
Okay. President laid on the Black Star, and the way he wants the creative arts to be, a pontificated part of the economy. I believe that we'll get there. They need to. We are really appealing to them. They need to do the proper investment that they should do, because there is no way you lose in the arts.
Okay.
There's no way. If you do it properly, you never lose.
But America. No. I mean, we see a lot of people dressing like Americans, people talking like them, people even behaving as if they've been there before. But it looks like it's the arts that keeps selling America.
No, during our time that we were watching, cowboy films at opera. So even on TV, the family cat ride. Michael, whatever, Robert, Dan Blocker, and the rest.
Okay.
You find people calling themselves Shanton and Tough Guy and
James Bond
and the rest. So what I feel is missing is the consensuous effort to get there. There must be
national.
And it must be national. You will never lose. I'm telling you, Mr. President and whoever is in charge of the arts, there is no way if you do it well, you will lose.
Yeah.
Employment, you are craving for employment. Imagine just one film, apart from the artists who might be maybe from 10 to 20 or more, depending on the kind of film you are shooting. You have your the director and assistant director, you have your producer, you have your PM, you have your the crew, camera, lights, sound, makeup artists, caterer. You can't just name them.
Yeah, it's a whole. That brings the industry. When we talk about the industry itself, I mean, it's very broad.
Very, very,
covers,
very broad.
Different sectors of our economy. It's a whole society.
It's a whole society.
Yeah.
It's a whole society.
I'm sure, like you're saying, if government would actually take a bold step in investing, should I say investing heavily?
Heavily.
Yes.
That is it.
I'm sure it's not an area that would actually go down the drain.
It's
a very lucrative area.
No.
Yes, very lucrative. So I'm sure at the end of the day, it's going to bring a lot of jobs, like you're saying. It's going to help, support the economy and so on. Yeah. Because like you're saying, we have, it's plenty. Set designers. We virtually use electricians. We use
carpenters.
paramedics. Everybody is part of our thing.
So in producing one film, apart from the artists that you use, you could get like 40 to 50 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if you are using 30 to 40 artists, of course, with 5 or so, 10 being lead and minor characters, imagine that if this investment is huge. Mind you, we were going to opera at 12.
Then, watch movies those times.
Then 4:30. 4:30. Yeah. At times 6:30. And then the plazas and the orbits and the palladiums and the rest 8:30.
How many of the younger generation know about all these cinemas?
They wouldn't.
Because we had cinemas spread all over Ghana.
All over Ghana.
Yes, Accra. Almost every area in Accra had.
When I was in Tamale, Rex was there.
Yeah, Rex.
As far back as 1974, Rex was there. So in
Roxy,
Accra alone, all these cinemas would be full.
Yeah.
Because
that's so much.
Because I always tell people that entertainment is to entertain. Once entertainment does not entertain, you cannot get the crowd you expect.
Yeah. And you make the money out of the crowd.
And that is why you remember Tuesday was the account version of drama on our TVs. Yeah. And go to every household.
Wednesday was Ga.
Showcasing Ga. Yeah. You'll be there. The Mr. Mensens, the ODKs, and the rest. Yeah. And with the account, you had Super Odi of when Osofodazi was Sunday exclusive.
Okay.
That was for them. And Sunday. When they left, then Obra came in.
And then they brought Dachin.
They brought Dachin, they brought Adasa,
yeah.
and so what do you call Kosher's group, where
Hey, Kosher.
So I remember there was one time they used to show these Ghanaian movies and Nigerian movies. Okay. And whenever it was 8 or so, the man would tell his wife and children that I can't drama or nothing. So I said, look, the in between later. I can't drama You see, so people enjoy it. Ministers have been watching it, reverend ministers and, government ministers have been watching it. Footballers have been watching it. Market women have been watching it. Which even rooks have been watching it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
I think the arts serve as a tool for, to develop the psyche or to promote or develop this people psychologically towards a particular goal. And for that matter, I would like to ask, are we really utilizing the arts in that manner?
For now, before we shift to that,
because if we show people more of the Pyoto Jemo, the Pyoto, people would begin to. If we show more of the ghost movies, people are going to get more conscious of ghosts. And are we really using our arts well?
You see, it says a merry heart maketh good like medicine, and the wounded spirit who can bear. So the arts is always there to create some kind of, healing. Therapy.
You've used the right word, healing.
Yes,
that was what I had in mind. Healing.
Yeah. So this kind of, people are craving for attention. The difference between now and then, during our time, seriously speaking, let me tell you frankly, money is very good and money is important. The Bible says that money answereth all things. It said money is a weapon, money is a defense. But money too is not everything. We were interested in doing what we felt we could do. Right now, even in comedy, people try to force people to laugh. You don't force people to laugh.
At all.
You don't force people to laugh. Look at somebody like, when you see Kosher his appearance, nobody will tell you should laugh. Just like Mr. Ibu's appearance. And then Osofia had is in his words.
Saka Brown. We have a couple of
yes, Saka Brown, Dems.
Yeah.
You could see,
they don't force you to laugh.
No. They don't force you to laugh. But you go to programs and you see people trying to force to create
jokes.
No.
Yeah.
They come by themselves. So you could see that people feel that because they are craving for recognition, let me strip half naked. During the time that people were enjoying, there was nothing like that.
Stripping.
Now
the Gen Z, Charlie, they are ready to
they
do
don't
anything.
Care.
They are ready to do anything.
Like someone will tell you that it's very nauseating that things that are supposed to be under, they say underwear, they have now become what? Overwear. Underwear is supposed to be underwear.
Have you realized the new trend of clothing that's coming? When you go watch the awards nights, not just in Ghana, but all over the world.
Yes.
It looks like now I don't know how they call it anyway. Maybe we need the fashion people to tell us more about it. But now you realize that parts of the body, it's very, they're exposing. The girls, our girls, what's happening?
Young girls.
We are getting there.
Boys.
You see, you're raw.
And your way, and ebema. Nkrofo agye atum enye we se de onyame de ache wo no uda na dia no ni nyumbo keke bue ke o feel ojoba me ba twade ame abo.
Oh yes.
De o he no ba ji ufufo no ba ji alo pluto no ba ji keni no ake awoni eshishi no ba ji ke no please you could do good jobs without that.
Yeah.
That's the underlying factor.
Yeah.
Good jobs.
Yeah. Are we losing our morals and the quality of productions that are coming up?
As for morals, we lost them long ago. So maybe
Why
should
are you saying that?
We lost them long ago because
but the churches are all over the place. We have a lot of churches. The number of churches when you were much younger, let's say 10 years back. Oh no, 10 points even 10 years back. And the current number of churches. Almost every day new churches are coming.
I always tell people that if you believe in the Bible, of course, unless you don't believe in the Bible, the Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. Prostitutes, rap, they've been there. It's not a new thing. Thieves have been there. Jesus was crucified with thieves. Jesus told the soldiers, be satisfied with your wages. Bribery has been there. There's nothing new. Unfortunately, there are tax collectors who are GRA, there are custom officers,
Zacchaeus.
and the rest, Zacchaeus and the rest. But there's no police in the Bible. That is why the police, they are a different breed. They are a different breed.
That's why
what they do is from their own kingdom. Yes. You see,
police will salute you. You are not in the Bible here.
And let us there's nothing you can. So whatever. Jesus chose 12. Is everybody not choosing 12? But one of you is a demon. So it isn't that because churches must come up. People must hear the word.
But I mean, assuming that the churches are doing what they are supposed to be doing, if we have churches all over, then morality should rather be...
My brother.
We shouldn't rather be...
I'm sure that you have children and maybe grandchildren.
I have one grandchild.
Yes. When I look at my people will say that it was out of the ordinary. When you misbehave, my mom will wait till you are asleep, come and smear rub in your eyes. Where could you go? Give you lashes.
Rub before the lashes.
Yes. My father, let me tell you something. I went to play football, not to go and steal or whatever. We lived in a compound house. That house had more than 30 to 40 rooms, man.
Okay.
My dad closed from work, came there. I was playing. He sent someone to come and call me. I knew I would be large, but I couldn't run away. I came. This is something that maybe I came there. Some of my classmates were there around 4 or 5. Doing those. Everybody was cooking. And then he took off my shirt, took off my pants, and that Tarzan supporter.
Exposed. Okay.
Tarzan supporter. That with some small pocket here and some rope. Gave me lashes for going to play football. I remember I told my mom that, Mom, if I grow up, I will use pliers to pull my daddy's ear.
Oh.
Now, one day we were chatting when my brother told me that, no, Krabi Bioni.
No,
he went to play
I've been whipped like that for playing
football. He went to play football. And then it was a close match. So you could imagine during those days,
the
crowd was there. Then my daddy went there with a cane. Raised the cane up.
He was in the middle of the match. He was playing. Then just like my own.
So what happened was, he was lucky the match went into a penalty shootout.
So
and he scored the last goal. And then the woman went to carry him.
Oh.
Then the last one brought his, which was worse than that. He said they had gone to school. One of their mates was sick.
Same football.
So the school authorities sent them to go and visit that guy. My dad was on leave, and he saw him. He said, "Where are you going?" Oh, this. He didn't even ask. Took him to the school, asked for cane, and gave him 12 lashes. Even when authorities were explaining, he said no. He didn't send him to school to be sent to go and visit people. He brought him to school to be taught. These kind of disciplines were extreme. But at times when I see that, hey, because you see,
agree. The discipline actually shapes you up.
There are two ways of disciplining people: fear and love. Yes. In the Old Testament, God used fear throughout. Do this, they strike you. Commit adultery, they strike you. Commit murder, they strike you. You are a witch, they stone you. But Jesus came, said God demonstrated his love to us in that whilst we were yet sinners, he sent Christ to come. So he said, Adum is unmerited favor, which comes directly from God. But you must believe. The belief must come from you. So during our days, most of our parents were using the fear.
This is a sermon.
Yeah, because daddy will give me lashes. My daddy was giving lashes to almost all the houses. If you misbehave, they will come and call him and you go and discipline you.
Now, how dare you go and beat somebody's child?
Your own brother's son, you cannot.
Even your own child.
Yeah, that's fear. Because when I look at certain things that I even did, out of all this,
wow.
Then I ask myself that if he had been lenient, maybe I could have been dead or been in somewhere. But we are trying to use the New Testament for our children, show love, and they are going wayward.
We should be able to depict some of these things in our movies.
Yeah.
Because I feel that movies, when it comes to the moral aspect, I think most of the time it is pushed into religion. The Christian seems to be the ones always pushing, and everything seems Christian.
You see, Minia, let me tell you something. I was giving you a scenario of 2 children being picked from Choco and airport residential area to be taken to where maybe North Legon.
Okay.
Seesaw is there, sweets and other things are there.
Yeah.
The guy from Choco, if you say let's go, you'll be crying.
You like to go?
No. There's no seesaw as Choco. All that he sees is Chan in Agla. If he's lucky, you sit on the canoe. If he's lucky. But the one from airport is the seesaw. Some is in his house. He has
a swimming pool. The house.
Swimming pool is there. Tablet is there. What can't he do? So you see, because money is not about money is very important. If you are limited in resources, either it gives you a magnificent, thinking power, or it lowers it. Unfortunately, most people have been lowered because there's no money. So even the film producer, the first thing he's doing is that money. But if you are getting the money, I mean, you are showing films, there are certain things you would like to show, morality and other things, at certain times that maybe you will not get the returns, but you've been getting the returns elsewhere. But because you are limited in your profit margin, anything you are doing strictly for that.
Okay.
So if people will strip for me and I'll get it, I don't give it there. So you see where
maybe social media has made it even easier.
Easier.
Because I can just have a camera, phone or something, and then I can
yes.
remove my whatever show, and then
show
I have some
everything.
people patronizing, and I have a large following.
Follow.
So would you say that during our time, stardom, okay, or fame, it was better off in terms of, should I say, morality and all that, as compared to now?
Oh yes.
And was it more difficult becoming famous or
you see,
a star at the time than right
tell
now?
people something. You meet a young girl or a young boy, say me person me a star. Star you wanna open a you. What Zimram would do when people will hail him, if I do it, maybe people will lynch me.
But they don't see stardom that way.
No, it's the understanding. Nobody knows how stardom comes about. Let me speak for myself. I didn't go into acting because I wanted to become
A star.
No.
Okay.
I loved it and I was doing it. And I met it. You give of your best and then
people make
one
you-
aluta, and you have been alutalized. You see? But people are saying, just as we are saying, forcing yourself for people to
make you to accept you to
laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, in comedy, forcing yourself the same way I want to become. If somebody can be born today, in 25 years, he could become a lawyer, he could become a doctor, he could become a judge, he could become a pilot, he could become a serious sniper.
Yeah.
He is taught. Why
He goes to
is
them.
it that people don't teach people how to become stars?
It's difficult. You can't teach somebody to be a star. Is it possible to teach
just
somebody
gather
to
people and teach them
be stars?
do this,
No,
because-
people have school, media schools and acting
but
schools
no, it's not-
where they are trying to build people as stars.
No.
You can't
they are
teach somebody to be a
building
star.
you To act well, to do whatever.
But they
are
can't
doing
make you
well.
a star.
No, nobody can make you a star.
I like that.
No, nobody.
Nobody can make you a star.
Nobody can make you a star. Because, like I'm saying, if it is something that we must be taught, they have established law schools, established engineering schools,
Stardom
stardom school. I go and establish a stardom school and teach people how to become stars. No. So, you do
Like I'm
what
sure
you can
every young person would like to be a star.
to be a star.
That school
So,
will be a big school.
Because even in music, no lyrics are new.
Okay. Yeah.
But some
every
lyrics,
statement has been used before.
someone used those lyrics and people didn't want to hear it at all. Another one uses it and hey,
It's a hit.
say it. So it isn't something that I believe that anything that you do it well.
Okay.
That is the underlying factor. Do it well. Look at the way you are immaculately dressed
Hey,
and the
thank
way
you. Immaculate. The word
yes.
is strong.
Oh, it isn't.
When I
It is-
hear immaculate, I remember the Mary, the mother of Jesus, according to the Catholic faith.
You are
Immaculate Mary.
immaculately dressed.
Oh, thank you.
You see?
Thank you.
And the
Is it
way
because it looks Western? Because I'm also jealous of your. I'm jealous of your African dress.
It is not because it looks Western, but I've seen you in various
Clothing.
outfits and each time.
Don't my colors look odd?
No,
They look good.
No,
I'm representing Ghana.
no. When I saw this color on you, I've used these colors a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
A couple of times.
Okay.
Yellow in, red out. I've used red in, yellow out.
Oh, wow.
Yellow in, green out.
Okay.
Green in,
Red out.
out.
Okay.
Very, very, very.
I am red out, yellow in, green seat.
green seat.
Like this is Ghana.
Yes, Ghana. You see, so please, I would like to re-emphasize again, we need huge investment in our industry.
Yeah.
Not lip service, not talk. And the young ones, whatever you want to do, I tell people that we JHS and ISHS, also person star, school, even your value will go up when you climb up the academic ladder.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Imagine you are a degree holder, someone calls you, he can't give you peanuts. Now we're on now.
But when you go to act, you go for audition, they don't ask for your certificate.
No, but no. You see, there's one thing we must understand, just like football or any kind of sports, anything that deals with talent. You start from a point, like teaching. Teaching is the other way around. You start from the known to the unknown.
Oh, okay.
In teaching, but in acting and the rest, you start from the known to the unknown.
Okay.
The unknown to the known.
Okay.
Because when we started the other things, certain kind of money
Things you
people
didn't
mention
know.
to. Right now they can't mention it to you, and along the line they couldn't mention those things.
Figures, yeah.
Or but with him cry, hey, Charlie, we maybe cry, you will be considerate, but fear is there. So that is the way it is. So it isn't that when you're, and of course, putting everything aside, you are good, I'm good. And I won't cry. Him say wo cry no abudin was sorrow. Ona. Here plateau. No, you are good, I'm good. Not that you are not good and I'm good.
Okay.
If I'm 80, maybe you are 80 or 85, 85. So when you go there and you land, the person says, Charlie, I think I know coffee after him.
Because they not care.
I mean,
yes.
You know, but Charlie, what? Yes.
But no, we know about the way you present yourself.
Charlie, I'm out again.
It's
You know,
another thing,
so
yeah,
so
we need to
it's,
consider.
carry yourself well, educate yourself. If I say educate yourself, not just academically. If you are a fashion designer, make sure you are a fashion designer. Wet your salt.
Okay.
If you are a carpenter, wet your salt. You have something that is your bargaining power.
Okay.
You need to.
Yeah.
Other than that, let me tell you, JHS, any SHS, you work for friends who will give you peanuts. You work for friends.
Let's look at the Ghana Actors Guild. The Ghana Actors Guild is supposed to be a body or union of all actors or actors in Ghana. Now, is it really living up? Is it really living up to what it's supposed to be?
Oh, for now, I wouldn't say so, because even as we speak, there is a case in court that hasn't yet been resolved. And once the case is resolved, I would like to call upon all actors to come together so that we could lift it up once again. We've fallen short of our past glory, and we need to go back. I think the case is at its tail end.
How long has this case been? Because
It's been over.
I think
At least
the guild has been
Yes,
inactive
yes.
for
It's been over 4 years.
Over 4 years.
Yes, it's been over 4 years, and we are just at the tail end. I believe that there are certain.
But why is that dragging? I mean, why?
No, it's not dragging. You know our court systems. That's the way things go. Adjournments here and there. You know.
Any comments? So I know usually when cases are in court, people don't talk any. They don't like.
Oh yeah,
you know,
all
you're not
that
supposed
I
to
will-
discuss. or
all
go
that
into it,
I
but
will
maybe you
say
can
is
say a
that
few.
no. Let us all wait after the court case. Let's all hands come on deck.
Okay.
Let's all come on deck. Look, we are somebody said, we are a forceful force.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, we are a big force.
But how do I would agree with you, but then how will the viewer understand, the average person understand the strength of the actor or the actors?
No, that is why I'm saying that for now we've not been. But once the court case is resolved, all of us need to come together, put our
Differences
religious,
aside.
political, socio-economic impetus together and forge ahead. We must take the guild to where it should be. We must all take the guild to where it should be.
Because
And once we do that, we'll be given the needed recognition.
Because I mean, some people are of the view that the current challenges of the industry today could be blamed on the elderly. Like case in courts. If you go into it critically, you realize that probably the younger ones didn't play any major roles in it, but maybe some elderly ones are battling over some things here and there.
No, you see, we always have to understand that whatever needs to be done well. You are either part of the solution or you are part of the problem.
Okay.
And there have been problems. That's what I'm saying. Because the case is in court, I wouldn't like to, dwell much on it. But once the case is over, everything will be brought to bear. And that is why I'm saying that we should all come together to build the kind of Actors Guild that we need in Ghana, so that we'll be given the necessary, the needed recognition, and we'll be there to do what we need to do. But most of these reforms we are talking about could be very easy once the Actors Guild is
on its feet.
Yes.
Who's the president of the Ghana Actors Guild? Let's say, I mean, there's a court case I know.
Oh yeah,
but who is supposed to be the one?
Samuel Fishin.
Samuel Fishin. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that means that with the current hold, it means that things that governments, should I say, provisions and all that the Ghana Actors Guild should be assessing, things that go to the creatives and all that. No, it means Ghana Actors Guild or the actors are not receiving anything.
Everything is at a standstill, but that's why we are pleading with the court, and we can't tell them what to do. But from the last, proceedings, we are very closer to ending it than beginning it.
Okay. Because the musicians had a similar problem. They went back and forth for almost about the same 4 years or more. And then they finally just pulled it out of the courts. And then I think they are doing fine now.
Yeah.
They have a new office around the Ghana House, They are doing well. I was happening to Ghana Actors Guild. I went looking for the Ghana Actors Guild office, and I was told there's no office. I'm an actor, and I wish I wasn't, I could proudly say some things about actors or the Ghana Actors Guild, but, well, like you're saying, maybe not now, but at the appropriate time we may have some things to share. Yeah. Okay, so would you say that social media, the influence, let me say rather, the rising influence of social media is having an effect on our traditional, media?
No, you see, involvement.
Because most of us actually came from the traditional media. That was how we got exposed. But now we are competing with people who made it through social media. You even look at let me give an example. There was a commercial I was supposed to do, and at the last minute it was taken away from me and given to somebody else. I didn't understand why, because I felt on the list there was nobody more popular than myself, But then later on, the person who brought me on told me I was dropped on the basis of social media because I didn't have a large following. And the other guy they gave it to had a large media following. And I was wondering, because he doesn't, even looking at what he had then, he didn't really have any, for me, sorry to say this, but skill-wise, he wasn't too skillful to me. And it wasn't a name that I knew or anybody really knows that much. But maybe in his circles, the Gen Zs, the social media, whatever, somehow he has a larger following, and that's playing an advantage over us. So how do you see this?
Oh, well, you see, when you look critically at social media, it has always the good, the bad, and the ugly side. Just like any other a new thing that crops up.
Okay.
I believe that right now, from where we've gotten to, we can't do without social media, but we need to manage it well so that excesses will not be, come up, more rapidly and disrupt a lot of things. Because social media at times is without control. Traditional media, there are certain things you cannot say on air, there are certain ways you cannot dress, there are certain approaches you cannot make and other things. But when it comes to social media, I could pick my phone and say whatever I want to say. So there must be some kind of, regulations that wouldn't also, nip people's talent in the bud, but will bring them out. And this kind of following thing that you are in advertising, it depends on your target audience too. Because if you are targeting people that are above the GZs, you can have 2,000 million, whatever. That wouldn't count. But for now, it has come to play. And that is why we must all be able to get some of these Jay-Z's to
help
advance
us
it,
to push up social media.
to push up, because just maybe you might even be better than me in terms
Rather,
of in terms of
well, anyway,
or
it
me,
depends.
anything that I just call the small boys. Even with TV remote, at times I call them well,
it's not only you. Somehow we're all guilty of that. All right, now let's talk finance. People have the notion or the perception that a lot of actors in their old age, run down or can't afford some things, and they actually die as paupers, or actually rather go into their old age as paupers. Is this really true? And if it is, what could be, the factors causing this? Could it be royalties that are not being given to them? Could it be pension schemes that are not in place for actors, and so on and so forth? What would be your take?
Aluta, with all your beauty, I'll not say you are
beauty.
handsome.
Hey, you're
a beautiful young man.
Then we thank God.
You have everything a young lady would desire of a young man.
True.
By the grace of God.
True.
You are potent.
Ladies.
You are potent. You are, beautiful and other things.
Can't flatter me.
I'm not. I don't flatter. People who know me know I don't flatter. Imagine you had never been on TV. How many people will see you and recognize you?
Okay.
The same looks, everything. How many people will see you? When you appear on TV, what better than I'm saying anywhere there?
People's own, yeah.
There are so many soldiers who are suffering in their old age. Even some doctors are suffering. Footballers are suffering. Sportsmen. Market women, some are suffering. But because you've appeared on TV several times, people are able to easily identify you.
And then they have some expectation.
Some expectation too, even though they don't put into that expectation. I believe that the triangle is always three-sided. Mm-hmm. You can't say a triangle is four-sided or two-sided. Mm-hmm. So in whatever industry you find yourself in, you need to know how to build your future.
Okay.
You see, there is one thing I always say that some people don't want to agree with me. How many of our actors are only actors?
That seems to be like the ultimate goal or the dream of the average Ghanaian actor. One day, it will be enough to take care of you. You don't need to do any other job. But acting is enough to take care of you fully.
Yes, but almost all of us have been doing something.
On the side, yeah.
On the side. So we must know that we've not gotten it there yet. Like I said some time ago, Robert Hammond was bought for 1,000 cedis, which is now I think 1 peso or so. And he was named Expensive Robert Hammond because it was in 200s and others, I think early 70s or so. You see, so right now Ghanaian players, some are being bought 1 billion, 1.5 billion, 2 billion in Ghana, and when they go outside, some of them are being bought for huge sums of money. One day we'll get there, but we've not gotten there yet. I have acted with all my 4 children before, but none of them is a professional actor.
None of them wants to take it up.
No, not that they don't want to. They want, but they are doing whatever they need to do.
Okay, so this become like a hobby.
Yes, when the chance comes. People have been picked from Monday Stars, and they've been taken abroad and they are performing there. Monday Star. There was one guy with Jabo Nubokrama or a church mate. Then they said zone something mate versus zone something mate. Somebody saw him and said, "What?" I said, "Boy, my boy, I'm a Jabo Krama 5 years." So he was picked. Straight to Europe. So we've not got in there. It's unfortunate.
Now we need to get there somehow. We need to that perception that actors in their old age are poor. That thing must.
A lot of people in their old ages are poor.
Could it be so?
It is all comes to planning and how resourceful you might. There are certain times that excuse me to say 1 for Sikane Banendos. How do you save some Nyame ndi amboa na o man ntumi engina baby. Maybe you invested well in them.
Okay.
But along the line, they've not gotten to where they could stretch forth their hands
to support. Yeah.
So some of these things are there, but I believe that let us all try to do something as we are growing up.
Yeah. So at least in that time we wouldn't find ourselves.
And let us also know that just as we are saying, the government must come in to do proper investment that could give us money. There are certain times what we are giving is peanut. You see, even though money has always been its value at any point in time, but there are certain times you see that certain things too are. So I wouldn't say that actors in their old ages go elsewhere, go to asylum. Ankafu and the rest. How many actors? How many actors are there?
Anyway,
no. How many actors are there?
Yeah, I get you. Our time is fast spent, but we'll still pick a few things quickly from you before we wrap up. Now, let's look at in relation to this one also, let's look at the aspect of copyrights and intellectual property rights and, those things, image rights and all that. How, in your opinion, how do you see those things actually working in our time? I mean, in this era, because if I believe that if some of these things are properly in place, maybe we wouldn't have situations where we would even have the perception that people in their old age, actors in their old age, don't even get anything. Because some of them, I'm sure, are entitled to some royalties that are not being given to them.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah. You see, we must all be up and doing in our various areas. Actors Guild, music, this and that, we must all rise up. You know how many actors have managers? One thing I would do now, if I were to start afresh, to get a manager. Obe DB, but me DB pa.
Oh yeah.
There are certain contracts I've negotiated that without a manager, what was given to me and when I took a manager, difference no so.
Wow. But people fear managers.
But you see, it's unfortunate. Say, also talk to my manager. Nah, nipa no say, no, but
I've experienced that a couple of times.
But you see, those of you doing that, stop it.
Yeah, I mean, some of the people that I'm talking about, mine, some of them are industry players. So, industry players, I know them very well. So talk to my manager. They never
we no more know if this person is swimming with you. But it is very important. So once we start from that point, we'll get better. And we all need lawyers. Musicians should have a lawyer, actors should have lawyers, so that some of these things...
I think the Copyright Administration or the Copyright Office is supposed to be representing that.
Oh, but you see, we must understand that a lot of things are not going right. So we better sit up and put things right.
Okay.
And put things right. Because just imagine, let me take Osofodazi. Do you know that when you finish Osofodazi show is the property of Ghana Broadcasting Corporation?
So
no
royalties for...
No, so imagine that royalties. Imagine that things we do for love, royalties.
Hey, did he still?
Imagine that taxi driver, royalties.
Taxi driver.
You see, so royalty selling now, we must all begin from somewhere.
The good old days.
We must begin from somewhere. Yeah. People enjoy it. Chale,
how many girlfriends did you get those times?
Oh, I was not used to girlfriends. You let's
wrap up.
You know me very well.
It was a question I was asking for all of them to hear. What I know is not what they know.
Oh no, tell them what you know.
In the next chat with him, the next time we invite him, I'll tell you about that one. That's a very serious one. And I'll share mine also. We call it the good old days. Okay, so before we go, this last one. There's something that seems to be unavoidable. It seems to be in every sector of our economy. It seems to be breeding a certain perception. I don't know if we should call it negative perception in most of our young people who are trying to get into, to build up careers for themselves. And that thing is called protocol. Is it not being abused? I just want us to wrap on that one, because protocol everywhere. Somebody wants to join, want to be a nurse, they say protocol. Somebody wants to be maybe acting too. We need some protocol to get into certain roles to play and all that, and commercials. But protocol also, when it comes to
acting.
Yeah, it's an acting to protocol.
You see,
so this menace protocol is a menace.
I always say that a lot of things are like the dagger.
Okay.
You can never cook without the dagger. Slicing tomatoes, slicing onions, slicing this. This same dagger could chop off your finger if you don't use it well. You could get angry and stab your brother or something. So the protocol issue, just as the Bible said, as long as there is day and night, you will always have the poor in your midst. That is why people need to be kind. The protocol issue will always be there. But I believe that it should be used advisedly. Because, for example, if there is a job to be done and 2 people have to do the job and we have 50 people, there could be a pair of 2 in them. You shouldn't pick people who cannot. That is where the problem is.
That is the problem with the
you
protocol.
You must pick people that... a very renowned coach told me that protocol is everywhere.
The next time we'll talk sports. We didn't explore the sports. We were actually looking for some trending sports issues, but we'll catch you again another time. Yeah.
You should not substitute real deal for protocol. Because when you go to any tournament, go and check whether Europe, South America, Africa, whatever, there will be some 2, 3, 4 players who will never kick a ball. You go there, you can play 10 matches, maybe 1 goalkeeper, but you took 3 goalkeepers. So you could slot in 1 protocol goalkeeper.
For whose benefit?
But the protocol is always to benefit
right now they are
someone.
paying for the protocol.
That is where the damage is.
Because now it's influencing decision making.
But no, let me tell you something.
There are people.
Protocol is different from bribery. What people are doing is bribery, not protocol.
Then we need to look. Yes, as I said, we need to look at that protocol. Whole
protocol goes without any kind of financial, exigencies.
You have a lot of young people today who are getting into various things.
They are changing it.
It's another protocol. Who do I see? They are even looking for who to find to take the protocol money.
It's like saying, "Say, Obi Ohodumuna, your friend saying, Gateman, your friend saying,
Gateman, security man,
watchman, and watchman."
You see the difference between the two is that they wear these ones where the security men wear uniform. Watchman, they wear what you are wearing with a rod.
Yeah. So protocol as we must distinguish between protocol and bribery. Okay. Bribery is never close to protocol. So people are offering bribes, not protocol.
All right. So thank you so much, Reverend Osophagos Patintin. If you help me.
Patintin
Papafio Osophagos. Viewers, we've been talking to the long name I just mentioned. We've been talking the industry, we've been talking some social issues, and we're just about to talk about sports, which is the sports side of him. But that would be for a part 2 of our interview very soon. So just watch out for that. Thank you so much for having us, and we hope that we'll catch you in the next video. My name, as usual, is Zimran Clote, and this is Baluda TV. Shalom. Baluda TV.